Hello, I am Dylan Vaughn with the code writers for our Capstone project. We are doing the Book Tracer app, and this is the first video in our project installation steps. So I will be going through steps 1 through 8 here, essentially just getting our Docker containers running. So that's going to be our first step for starting this process. So essentially step 1 is unzip the Capstone project folder, and when you do that, you're going to find this folder right here. In it contains all of our services, our aggregate, gamification, user service, our backend services, um, our user service, our utilities folder, which spins up all of our Dockers that we need, and we also have our client in here for our front end. The other thing that's going to be in this folder is the installation steps.md, which is this file right here, which gives us our excellent instructions for installing. So the first thing we're going to want to do is unzip that folder, which is what we've done. And if you're seeing this, you've done that so far. Open a command line terminal and navigate to the directory where you unzip the Capstone project folder, which is what I have done here. Next step is to cd into utilities. Okay, and after that, make sure that your Docker engine is running. You do have to download Docker Desktop for this. And then you can run this command, docker compose up-d. And while this takes its time building, I'm going to pause the video here and pick it back up when it stops. Okay, I am back. The process is done. It did cache some of my old processes since I've done this before. But essentially, I can now check back to my Docker desktop and I can see that my services and my databases are currently running. And it's going to show you the ports and localhosts and what have you that it's running on. And these are, so essentially if you wanted to open up one of these services and make some code changes in an IDE, you could come here and you could stop one of these services and then you could run it in your IDE and it would essentially take over that port, and then your database essentially knows where to look. But we can keep these running and it automatically should start everything for you. And yeah, so this is our Redis for caching, and we have our gamification database here, and all of the pertinent information for steps 1 through 8. And I will be starting a new video for steps 9 through 15.